Our world is filled with many people who are inspiring and hungry for success. People who spend their days, nights, weeks, months, and even years fighting and working for their dreams. Here are some of the most inspiring people who have reached their dreams. Number 3. Nick Vujicic. He was born in Melbourne, Australia in 1982. Another motivational speaker, but he's a bit different than others. Nick doesn't have legs or arms. Nick was born with phosphomelia. It is an extremely rare congenital disorder involving malformations of the limbs. He has thrived in his teenage and adult years despite being bullied. After his mother showed him a newspaper article about a man dealing with a severe disability, when he was 17, he started giving talks at his prayer group. He contacted 52 schools to offer his help and motivation for the students, but all of those schools declined his offer. Fortunately, the 53rd school has accepted his offer and even made a deal for $50. As the time has passed, he used to get more and more calls from different schools asking him if he could give a speech to their school. Since then, Nick has traveled more than 66 countries and gave speech more than 3,000 times. On 12th of February 2012, Nick has married his wife Kenny. The couple have 2 sons and live in Southern California. Number 2. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was born on July 18, 1918, and raised in a small village of South Africa. When he was 7 years old, he started going to primary school in Kunu. Nelson was just 12 years old when his father died of lung disease, causing his life to change dramatically, and he was sent to live with the leader of Tembu tribe. While being in his 20s, Mandela joined the African National Congress in 1942. For 20 years he directed a campaign of peaceful defiance against the South African government and its racist policies. In 1956, Mandela and more than 150 others were arrested and charged with treason for their political advocacy. Eventually they were acquitted, but soon in 1962 he was arrested for conspiring to overthrow the state and sentenced to life imprisonment in the Rivonia trial. Mandela has served 27 years in prison. Amid international pressure and growing fear of racial civil war, President Frederick Willem de Klerk released him in 1990. Mandela and de Klerk negotiated an end to apartheid and organized the 1994 multiracial general election, in which Mandela led the African National Congress victory and became the president. Number 1. Les Brown. He was born on February 17, 1945. Les is an American motivational speaker, author, and former television host. As a motivational speaker, he uses a catchphrase, "It is possible," and encourages people to chase their dreams. He was born with his twin brother Wesley, in an abandoned building in a low-income section of Miami. He was given up for adoption and was adopted by Mamie Brown, a single woman who worked as a cafeteria attendant. While in grade school, he was declared as educable mentally retarded. Despite the self-esteem and confidence loss issues this created, he learned how to reach his full potential with the encouragement of his mother and assistance by a helpful teacher in high school. Since then, he has done countless motivational speakings, including for AT&T, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, and IBM.